Hello everybody, it is Andrew Hutchings here, and this video is about my number one concern with, I am not a licensed physician and this is not medical advice, it is purely educational and entertainment. It's like why you go to university, except better. Because what you learn here is actually good stuff. So, this is my number one concern with anabolic steroids. It is not their effect on the liver, not their effect on the brain, not their high blood pressure or something. It is something that most people think is transient and doesn't really matter. It is how they affect cholesterol. To really shorten it, pretty much all anabolic steroids, when taken in dosages above very small ones, cause an increase of low-density lipoprotein, bad cholesterol, and a decrease in your high-density lipoproteins, good cholesterol. Some steroids do it more than others, but they all do it. Testosterone, if taken in a dose within your own body's normal range, doesn't do it because it's what your body normally has and normally works with. But even testosterone, if you raise it above your body's own natural normal range, and I say your own body's normal range because that normal range on paper is not for you. It's an average of everybody. It doesn't apply to you. What applies to you is what actually works with your body. That range is not your body's range, so throw it out the window. When you go above your own body's natural range, even with testosterone, your cholesterol will go bad. Good goes down, bad goes up. So that goes back to normal after a few weeks, maybe a couple months after you stop using anabolic steroids. Oh, I got a comment. Thank you for the congratulations, whoever that was. It was a person with lip symbol in their name. Oh, I will fight for freedom. That's their name.
Well, what are we doing?
From a video I just made about things I like about Belarus.
What she said?
I don't know if it's a he or a she. Guys don't tend to put lips in their name. But it just said, like, congratulations. I can't see. So back to this video. Your cholesterol goes back to normal several weeks after you stop taking anabolic steroids. And a lot of people would think, oh, it doesn't really matter. You stop taking them, it goes back to normal. Everything's good. Wrong. Everything's not good. Just because you can shoot yourself in the head and the bullet is only in your brain for a split second, unless it's a 22 and then it's bouncing around your brain and really tearing it up. But assuming it's not a 22 and it just passes through your brain for a split second and out the other end, it doesn't matter that the bullet's only in your brain for a millisecond. Oh yeah, it's only in there it's not in there anymore, you're all good. No, you're not all good, you're dead. Probably. Just like if you... There's a lot of things that only need a little bit of time to do permanent damage. And messing with your cholesterol is one of those things, because one function of some high-density lipoproteins is basically to clean out the low-density lipoproteins and other garbage from your blood vessels. So if your high-density lipoproteins are all suppressed, and your low-density lipoprotein is really high, and other things are all out of balance, you can get plaque buildup in your arteries. And the problem with plaque buildup is it doesn't typically really go away. It's a very big mess. It's like you got your fat molecules, you got your calcium, you've got proteins and stuff, and then like cells pile on them, and it's just bad mixture that your body cannot really remove. Maybe I'll find a way someday, because it's a very big problem that affects like half of all men. But yeah, when you assuming you only temporarily take steroids, because if you're just on them for life, you're always like that. But assuming you do a cycle of steroids, you're not only negatively affecting your cardiovascular health when you're on them, but you're affecting it for the rest of your life, because while you're on them, if your cholesterol's all out of whack and you get plaque building up in your arteries, that doesn't go away when you stop. And in case you didn't know, plaque buildup in arteries limits blood flow. Blood carries oxygen. Our body needs oxygen to be alive and work. When you get blood flow cut off too much, whether it's doing that or a clog in there from blood clot or from plaque buildup, you don't get oxygen to things. Maybe you don't get oxygen to your heart and your heart muscle dies. Maybe you don't get oxygen to your brain dies. Yeah, it's a big problem when your heart and blood vessels get plaque buildup, because then you don't get blood flow and you get problems or you get death. Death isn't good, because after you die, you can't come back to life. For the most part. So yeah, that is my number one concern with anabolic steroids, and why I don't want to just hop on them, especially just for life. They are very good, useful medicines, and I think they should be used when they are appropriate. And you only get one life, and you should do whatever the hell you want in your life. But it is scary knowing what they do. So, like, if I was going to take anabolic steroids, I would try to take testosterone. And the hard part is knowing your own natural range. The only way you can really figure that out is by testing your HDL and LDL while you're on the testosterone to know if they are way out of whack. So if I was going to do it, I would want to take testosterone just a bit higher than my natural amount. I would take it as high as possible before my cholesterol gets out of whack. And who knows, it might not even be worth it. It's a dilemma, because steroids do a lot of cool, good stuff, but they also have some downsides. Now, of course, there's a ladybug there. Luckily, it's not a mosquito. Got lots of mosquitoes in here. But the thing is about the downsides is, even if they occur, what matters is how much they are occurring. Just because you have bad cholesterol numbers on paper, well, how much does that actually translate into how much plaque buildup? Because if you can have horrible numbers on paper, but you only get like a tiny little bit of plaque, great, blast away. But if even getting like slightly off numbers on paper means like a lot of plaque buildup, then like, no, you don't want to even touch them. And that is what has not been researched enough, is how much that alteration of your cholesterol levels leads to plaque buildup in blood vessels. That's what I would like to know more about. We're probably not going to find out much more about it. That's life. Hope you like this video, and check out my other videos. And remember, you only get one life, and you can do whatever you want in it. That's the beauty of it. People forget that. It's like, well, why are you going to do that? It's like, because I want to do that. Like, it's like, say you open up a video game. Do you ever think like, oh, I got to do it? I don't play video games anymore. I stopped when I was like 14. Yeah, maybe 15, but somewhere around there. Like, say you have a video game. Do you think that you gotta like have to do exactly it? Or do you just do what you feel like and have fun? I don't know. Maybe you do only like follow certain directions or something, but I always just had fun, did whatever I wanted. Sometimes went along like the quests and stuff, and yeah, but like your life is like a video game. You can do anything you want. But obviously if you do some things, it can limit your ability to do other things. You just gotta keep that in mind, because yeah, it's your life. It's like I saw some abandoned buildings recently, and probably there's no real good reason to get them. It won't be really worth any money. No one wants to live in the area where they are. But I could own those abandoned buildings. And it's my life, and I can choose to own them and make them mine and be able to walk around inside them, walk in circles, and I can choose to drink a beer in one, walk over to the other one, take a leak in its backyard. I'm just making up the most random stuff. But that's the point, is you can just do whatever you want in life. Of course, you gotta keep consequences in mind.